Good morning and welcome to a morning outlook. Let's have a look at the impact events first. So getting straight into it this morning. Almost sounded efficient for a moment. Anyway, so impact today, Thursday the 14th. We've already seen the Aussie employment change and employment report out there. Employment change way better than expected. Unemployment rate dropping. This again with these sort of ultra low employment rates puts pressure and demand and higher wages and inflation. So as it's passed on, so very inflationary sort of number when you see employment running like this and as tight as this, and I expect that we'll see. Well, this is obviously we're looking at the Aussie this morning, and it is the strongest currency of all the currencies there, so no great surprises there. So aside of that, then French bank holiday today. I think I'll move to France. National Day today in France. There we go. Pop all over there, and we can have the day off. Euro. There's the EU economic forecast. Now this spread throughout, so it's not actually a specific time. It does come out. I think actually I might have a better one. I'll look at the other calendar. I think they're around about 10 o'clock actually, but I'll have a look. 1:30 we got. Okay, so yesterday we had the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, which came out way higher than expected right way across the board, which pushed the dollar stronger. Today we got the PPI, which is the Producer Price Index. Again, inflation. This is inflation that's been passed on potentially, or will be passed on. So, yep, watch out for that 1:30. The way we saw things move yesterday, it certainly had its effect. FOMC speaker later. Okay, I mean with all this data coming out, and if it's continued good data, he may only be she. Sorry, I don't know. I just know it's Waller who's speaking there. Let's just have a look at the data. So there we go. Swedish data. Already seen all this data coming out. Australian participation rate 66.8, so it's increasing. Quite a big employment report, that one. German wholesale price index is already out. Swedish inflation again. I know we don't really follow the krona, but you can see how strong that is at the moment. What we're looking in the Swiss. Okay, Bank of England. Credit conditions survey at 9:30 today. What else is there that speakers? Got a Russian minister speaking at 11. Don't expect that to have too much effect. ECB speaker and Fed speaker later in the afternoon. That's pretty much it then. Let's say we have got those PPI numbers seen as lower impact, but they're still, I mean, in the current conditions I'd be wary of what they might do. So let's a quick look at the markets then, and we're already seeing, well, we've seen the let's get the euro instead of the Aussie CAD. It's alright, Aussie CAD's already down. Euro wise, well, really, I'm looking at this daily picture here. It's coming back to its lows. I was looking at 4-hourly lows a moment ago, and well, we're not too far. Is that an alarm I see? Anyway, we're not too far off of those lows now, and it's selling off quite a bit this morning. Lower highs coming through. It's I was looking at this yesterday evening before I went to bed, and it was there, and I was tempted for a little crafty short, but it's in such a mess yesterday. It got literally sold, then retraced back at sort of mid-afternoon there, then rolled back again. So quite a mess. However, now it's starting to sort itself out and looking soft once again. I do wonder when we'll break these levels, when we'll break parity and close below it. That's the key next area. Looking at worst case scenario for a 0.95 sort of level. Well, that's what we saw way back in its early stages, so we'll see. Okay, that's the euro anyway, looking soft. In summary, the pound Also against the dollar, looking soft here, lower highs coming through, very soft, already pushing down today quite a way, looking to take out yesterday's intermediate lows there, the lows here. So yesterday's lows, actually, S1's not that far away, real nice pivot swing there, and as I say, selling off at the moment and looking weak. Okay, that's the pound, looking weak. It's looking for retraces to take advantage of the weakness, of course. Yen's pushed up today, dollar yen's pushed up I should say, and the dollar's gaining more strength against the yen as well as everything else, apart from the Aussie dollar. The yen here, I can't do anything with it, it's already gone through its R1, R2. It might retrace, but can't really do anything with it as it is as an individual. There was a currency against the US dollar, maybe look at the other pairs, but it has pushed up pretty well. Aussie dollar, well, Aussie dollar, you can see nothing at all actually about the Aussie dollar. It was looking a lot better a moment ago. It has picked up against the US dollar, but not by a great bit. I'm just seeing it seems to be wanting to give quite a bit back again. So it's quite neutral now actually to where it closed. So it was doing pretty well. It's coming off, he says, Aussie dollar, but here we go, just dollar strength coming through, looking again quite soft, even though it had there's the effect of the employment report pushing up through there, but again strength of the US dollar coming through this morning. And finally the Canadian dollar. Well, the Canadian dollar, well, the Bank of Canada surprised us yesterday with a full 1% increase in interest rates. We saw it move off and look a little bit sort of like it was going to roll, but look again, we're seeing the strength of the dollar coming through, money running really back towards that dollar, higher low coming through. All in all, it's looking pretty much now we've got more upside on the CAD. Maybe we have got another move up to those prior highs, and bring it up to the 4 hourlies. There we go. On dailies, better picture. There we go. There's a lot of action around those highs. There's plenty of supply generally once it gets up to there, but at some point that looks like it's going to break, and possibly sooner rather than later. Okay, those are major currencies. Quick look at gold. There's not going to be any surprises here. It managed a little bit of a spinning top day yesterday, but it's really just selling off here. It's one big bar. Would have taken both sides of the market out most likely, and now selling back in when we got to yesterday evening really. But looking soft here. Again, pivot swing sitting there looking soft all together. Okay, oil. Same sort of picture, lower highs still through here on the dailies. It did manage that spinning top again at the bottom there, which spinning tops can show a sign of a changed direction, but it still looks very much here like it's going to continue to the downside, having sat there a bit more consolidated yesterday. It's looking soft from where we're sitting at the moment. Right, quick change of markets. We'll zip in to look at the kryptonites, the cryptocurrencies, and no surprise really to see these all off this morning. Again, a solid day yesterday. Some key reversal bars that literally engulf the previous bar there, which is normally a sign of some change, but I think with the crypto world being so weak, it's they're not doing for much at the moment. We're seeing again all the way across the board. The Solana has done a little bit better in holding on, but it still looks very weak. And BNB, well, it's trying, but again they're all very weak. For the moon, as we called it, FTM, it's just looking very, very soft. It was one of the favourite ones, and to be fair, for some time it was outperforming. It was looking at the beginning of the year that it was going to completely outperform, and then like everything else, it ended up selling, and that's just pretty much what it's done. So regardless of how popular they are at the time, Mr. Musk is not saying too much about them, it seems, at the moment, apart from he's probably sold out of them all. Might not take any of them for his cars now. CSI 300, well, yesterday it's still, to me, looking a bit bearish. This is a market that could possibly swing around and do another wave to the upside, but personally, most of these equity markets, I think they've got the idea yesterday that they're looking pretty weak. The Nikkei is just really just sitting there consolidated. Nifty 50, again one that's rolling over. I've got my trend line sitting there, waiting to see if that runs, but no action at the moment. The S&Ps yesterday, on the news there, they sold off quite strongly, and